Have you ever heard of a trial so twisted the defendant was already dead? Imagine this: a grand church hall, candlelight flickering, a judge seated high above, an audience of priests and nobles watching in disbelief. I'm down to in the middle, the decaying corpse of a pope dressed in full ceremonial robes propped up on a throne. This isn't a horror movie. It's actually happened. In 897 AD, Pope Formosus, dead for 9 months, was dug up and put on trial in what would become one of the most macabre and disturbing events in church history, the Cadaver Synod. To understand why a corpse ended up in court, you have to understand the chaos of the time. The papacy in the 9th century wasn't a holy calling. It was a battlefield. Rome was torn apart by power-hungry factions, noble families and emperors fighting for control. The church was a political weapon, and Formosus had enemies. Before his death, Pope Formosus had made decisions that upset powerful people, especially Pope Stephen VI, who took power after him. Stephen was out for revenge, not just to erase Formosus's legacy, but to humiliate him completely, even in death. So Stephen ordered Formosus's body exhumed from its tomb. The corpse, now bloated and decaying, was dressed in papal vestments and dragged into the Lateran Basilica. A deacon was assigned to speak on behalf of the body, as if the dead pope could defend himself. He was charged with violating church law, perjury, and ascending to the papacy illegally. Everyone knew the outcome before the trial began. This wasn't justice, it was theater. A grotesque display of power, Formosus was declared guilty. His body was stripped of its sacred robes. The 3 fingers he once used to deliver blessings were cut off. His papacy was declared void, meaning all the bishops and priests he had appointed were now illegitimate. And then, as if that wasn't enough, they tossed his corpse into a common grave, and later into the Tiber River. But vengeance has a way of backfiring. The spectacle shocked and disgusted the public. The people of Rome revolted. Stephen VI, the pope who orchestrated the trial, was thrown in prison. Within months, he was strangled to death. Later popes would attempt to reverse the damage. Formosus's name was cleared. His body was recovered and reburied with dignity. But the Cadaver Synod left a permanent scar. It exposed just how far power could corrupt, even in the holiest of places. A pope on trial, a corpse condemned, and a church that for a moment became a courtroom of madness. Sometimes history is stranger than nightmares, and this was real. Don't forget to like, share, and follow for more contents like this.